this is our first semester in working with House of Hope, and one of the things that I thought when we were first discussing a partnership that I thought was phenomenal was they're moving into a case management program. What they do is a phenomenal service to the community in the first place, in providing, resources, financial assistance, things like that. But really, for them taking it to the next level, and case management is really going to provide the community a lot more assistance, because they're not only doing things, sort of one-time assistance. This is a more longer-term process, where there are people who really need the longer-term process to help them move towards self-sufficiency. And so not just providing help, one day for one thing, it's a longer-term process. And I think for, FAU to partner with them and to help grow students into that type of employment, into that type of agency is phenomenal.
Our cornerstone program is our pantry program. We began by handing out food, sandwiches to people who were hungry 25 years ago, when Health and Human Services, Health and Rehabilitative Services, HRS at the time, was responsible for food stamp distribution and WIC programs and that type of thing. But if you applied for food stamps back then, it was going to take you a minimum of 6 weeks to get food stamps because they didn't have the automated system they have now. And so people were hungry. Your kids were hungry. They were hungry now. They weren't going to be hungry. Well, they would be hungry for 6 weeks from now, but they needed food today. And so that's how the agency began. And we are still a distributor of food. We are the largest distributor of food to the hungry in Martin County. Last year we gave away over 122 tons of food. I don't remember off the top of my head the equivalent in meals, but it's a large number. We also have a clothes closet program whereby we give away clothing and household necessities. That program doubles as retail thrift stores. So we're either going to give away clothing and appliances and furniture, or we're going to sell those same items. So there's a 50-50 chance if you're donating to us, one or the other will happen. We also have an emergency financial assistance program where we help people who, for whatever reason, are financially strapped and can't afford to meet their monthly obligations. We primarily help with rent or mortgage payments, utility payments for water or electricity. We also buy prescription medications for people who walk out of the emergency room and can't afford to buy the prescriptions that they need in order to get them healthy again. Those are the primary focuses. Our targeted populations are the working poor, people who work but literally live paycheck to paycheck, have no savings to fall back on when the inevitable emergency happens. We believe the case management program will be the most important program we have with the next 5 years. And will be one of the most important things we've ever done. Currently, the 3 programs that I just described put Band-Aids on people's lives. Something's happening, they're bleeding, we can put a Band-Aid on it, make them feel better, and make it go away. But sooner or later, they're going to come back to us because they're living on the economic edge. What we want to do with the case management program is help people identify what is it about their lives and their life situation that is preventing them from being self-sufficient, from backing away from that economic precipice so that they are on solid ground. And in identifying those issues, we can walk them through those issues to help them resolve whatever they are.
Case management basically is a long-term approach to meeting a client's needs, and what it entails is empowering them to come up with objectives and goals that they want to achieve, and we're just kind of like a helper in the process, connecting them to resources, helping them stay on track. But the main purpose of it is to see what they want to accomplish and not tell them what they need to accomplish, but see it through their eyes and just kind of help them along the way.
Well, first they have to be a Martin County resident, and they just pass like a simple screening process. And most of that process is to figure out kind of what the services that they need, and the other thing is just to kind of get a engagement of what their motivation is and goals, and pretty much it's whatever kind of goals that they want to work on. I don't create the goals. I might see that there's some needs or goals that they might need to work on, but I let the client lead, and then I put my input after.